Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Irwansyah and I am student postgraduate school of mathematics education Sebelas Maret University. Now I want to present about my article about need analysis students and teachers of mathematics, a module in learning from home during COVID-19 pandemic. Introduction. COVID-19 pandemic outbreak has resulted in teaching and learning activities that are usually carried out directly to be stopped and replaced by learning from home. Teachers and students are faced with the need to adapt to learning from home. Teachers are required to adjust to a variety of aspects such as the way to interact with students, types of learning media, the kinds of assignment distributed, and the teaching material provided. Teaching materials. Teachers use student worksheet from one of the publishers that have been determined by the school. Teaching materials used by teachers. These teaching materials have not reached a competence because learning is done online. Students have not been able to be independent in learning and students have not met the expected. A module is an electronic version of the module that can be used using a computer, laptop, or smartphone. The advantage of a modules from printed teaching material is that they are more interactive with the addition of video, audio, animation, or other interactive features. Method research. The purpose of this study was to analyze the needs of teachers and students for teaching material for electronic mathematics module to facilitate of learning from home. This research uses per-experimental research, which is a systematic study to test the hypothesis of causal relationship. The subject in this study were students of class 10 MIPA and math teacher of SMA Negeri 6 Surakarta taken using a purposive sampling technique. Data collection techniques at this stage are observation and interviews with teachers and students. Result and discussion. The first about teaching and learning activities from home during COVID-19 pandemic. The teaching and learning process during learning from home is carried out once a week using the WhatsApp group application and Google Classroom within 19 minutes. The process of providing materials is delivered during learning hours through Google Classroom. The teacher explains the basic competence that must be achieved, then provides several learning videos from YouTube, and students are asked to watch and summarize the material equipped with sample questions according to the material being taught at the time. The teaching materials used by teachers during learning from home are in the form of student worksheet from one of the publishers appointed by the school. The school does not provide special teaching material for students to study online. The assessment carried out by the teacher include an assessment of knowledge and assessment of skills. The assessment of knowledge is based on the result of the test carried out by students, and the assessment of skill is based on the creativity of students in making summaries as well as the activeness of students in responding to any information provided by the teacher. Result and discussion. The second about problem faced by teachers and students during learning from home. Learning component. The first, teaching media. Obstacle faced by teachers. Teaching and learning activities during learning from home through the WhatsApp application, Google Classroom, YouTube, and Google Form. Teachers admit that they are not ready to teach with online learning. So many teachers only give assignment and as students study their student worksheet so that learning material are achieved. Obstacle faced by students find it difficult and bored in understanding the material if they only see material explanation from Google Classroom, WhatsApp, and YouTube. The second, teaching materials. Obstacle faced by teachers. Teachers don't have teaching material that can facilitate students to learn independently during learning from home. In the learning process, the teacher uses student worksheet from one of the publishers determined by the school. Obstacle faced by students. Students only use learning resource in the form of student worksheet obtained from the school. The material owned by student is less adequate for independent study. Then other teaching material are needed in learning from home so that students can achieve the desired competence. And the third about assessment, obstacle faced by teacher. Many students are not active and most students don't submit assignment given by the teacher during learning from home. Obstacles faced by students. Students cannot understand the material well, so the tests given by teacher are not carried out optimally and collection of tests that are often delayed. The last result and discussion about need analysis of module electronic for teachers and students. The module is one of the teaching material designed to be studied independently by the learning participant. The module is packaged in a complete and systematic way in which it contains a set of learning material that are planned and designed to help students master the learning objectives. The module is structured by containing learning objectives, materials, and learning evolution that are instructional in nature so as to allow readers to carry out learning activities without the direct presence of the teacher, so that the use of the module can help students learn from home. One form of module presentation is digital or electronic format, or better known as a module. A module is designed systematically with electronic format to achieve certain learning objectives. A module can be studied by readers using computers or smartphones. The advantage of a modules from printed material is that they are more interactive with the addition of video, audio, animation, or other features and are equipped with tests. A modules can control the content that students learn because they are designed by the teacher themselves, so they can adjust to the competence to be achieved. A module allow learning to take place not only in the classroom but also outside the classroom. From here, the A module supports online learning from home. Conclusion: based on the result and discussion, it can be concluded that the use of teaching materials in the form of electronic module is expected to overcome the problem faced by the teacher and student during online learning from home due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, it is necessary to develop electronic modules that are arranged according to the competence to be achieved. Systematically equipped with learning activities in the form of learning activities and added features in the form of video, audio, animation, or other interactive features. Thank you.